This is Realme Narzo 10, which was recently launched in India and few other countries. And in this video, we'll quickly unbox and review this device. I'll also tell you guys its standout features and whether or not you should consider buying it. So welcome to TechPub and let's start with the unboxing. The device comes in Realme's signature color yellow and it looks really nice. And the box contains the usual accessories like it has USB type C cable, it has a very heavy and thick adapter. This is a 18-watt fast charger so it can quickly charge your device. The box does include the jelly case which can definitely save your device from minor drops. So here is the device itself and it looks quite sturdy. The aspect ratio of this device is 20:9, so it does feel taller in hands. It has 6.5-inch IPS LCD panel with 83% of screen to body ratio. The pixel density is about 269, which is pretty average. The Realme claim to have 480 nits of screen brightness, which is not very huge, but it can definitely help you viewing in not very much bright light. But in direct sunlight, you may feel viewing problems. At the back, it has quad camera setup with main sensor being of 48 megapixel and it has a flash and a fingerprint sensor at the usual place. At the front, it has 16 megapixel water drop notch camera and on top of that it has a water grill, and believe me, this notch looks pretty good. It's just like the OnePlus 6 device. The bezels of this device are pretty minimalistic, but it has a thick chin. But it really doesn't matter when you use this device. It actually helps you not touching here and there on the lower end of the device. So from look wise, this device is really on par from its competitors from front as well as from the back. Considering this is an LCD panel, the color reproduction on this device is just about the average, but it definitely gives you very nice viewing angles and a good color accuracy if you are just an average user. However, the video watching experience on this device does become better with the audio output. It has a single speaker grill at the bottom of the phone which does get very loud. So you can definitely watch the movies in minor noisy places even without the headphones. Here is small audio clip to have better idea. On the left side of the device, it has volume rocker and a SIM tray in which you can use two SIMs and a dedicated micro SD card. And I believe you can use up to 512 GB of micro SD card. And on the right side, it has just one power key and I believe it's located at the right place because your thumb will land on the same place when you will pick up your phone and you can quickly unlock it right away. No port is present on top of the phone, which looks quite clean, but I definitely miss the IR blaster which used to help me in controlling my other devices like my smart TV. So I'll definitely miss IR blaster. Bottom of the phone includes charging port, speaker grill, a microphone, and yes, it has a 3.5 mm headphone jack as well. This phone definitely looks very good in hand and the garlic design on the back definitely looks very premium. Here are the few shots which I took with its main camera, which is a 48 megapixel, and it does look very nice and very detailed in a good bright light. It does keep the color tone of the objects a bit bright from the normal, but in pictures it does look good. This phone does provide 2x hardware zoom and 10x software zoom, and if you just zoom about 2x the pictures looks good, but if you start zooming more than 2x the picture starts shaking and it's very hard to take pictures with the bare hand at full zoom. From the video side, it has electronic image stabilization, which is not the best stabilization, So it's recommended not to use this camera for video shooting when you are moving around. But if you keep the phone stable and take video, the video comes out very nice and crispy. And you can capture video of 1080p at 30 as well as 60 frames per second. The back of the phone has garlic like skin which looks very nice, and it has very thin lines from top to bottom which also looks very pleasing to eyes. And there is a silver ring around the camera bump which makes the phone back look even better. On the top it has 119-degree ultra wide angle lens which is of 8 megapixel, then primary lens of 48 megapixel, and portrait lens and macro lens of 2 megapixel each. This phone has MediaTek Helio G80 processor which runs on 12 nanometer process. This is a octa-core processor, so the performance of this phone is very nice. And this processor is coupled with Mali G52, which is a very nice gaming processor, and so this phone can handle heavy games like PUBG, Asphalt pretty well. This phone is running on Android 10 and it has Realme UI 1.0 on top of it, which is a very nice skin, but it definitely have few bloatwares. And while setting up this phone, you definitely want to remove those bloatwares and make this phone a bit cleaner. Keeping in mind that this phone just have 4 GB of RAM, you cannot do too much multitasking. This phone keep closing the applications which you have not used for a very long time. From protection wise, this phone has Corning Gorilla Glass 3, which is pretty outdated today, and considering that, you will definitely want to keep your device safe from very high heights. This phone does have a screen protective cover on top of the screen which will definitely help your phone from minor scratches, and this comes out of the box. The best thing about Realme UI is that this skin is just like the Nova launcher, and we all know that Nova Launcher is the all-time favorite of all the persons who need clean UI with high customization, and Realme UI does provide all that. You can do many customization on top of the skin. The camera bump looks good, but it makes your phone imbalance when you put your phone on the table lying downside. Just like that. But you can remove this problem by adding the jelly case on top of your phone, and you will never face this problem again, and your phone will also get protected from minor drops. It seems to me that there is some manufacturing problem with my unit, I guess, and the problem is the fingerprint reader is not centrally placed on the area where you have to put your finger to unlock your phone. It is bit aligned on left side, and you can notice it by just giving a simple glance at the phone back. I'm hoping that this problem will not be there on every Narzo device. But I will make it clear that the fingerprint works just like charm. It's very fast and very accurate, and it does the work very nicely. This phone comes in two colors, which is green and white, but Realme call it that green and that white. And the color you are seeing here is that white. This phone comes with 5000 mAh battery, and it's coupled with 18 watt fast charging, and it does charge your phone in about 2 hours. And with heavy usage and moderate gaming, I have managed to use this phone for 2 days with a single charge. I believe the most important aspect of this phone is gaming. It plays games very nicely. For example, if you play PUBG or Asphalt or any other high-end game, it plays very smoothly. And the best thing is that even after playing games for a very long time, more than 1 hour, this phone doesn't heat up too much. The highest resolution you can select while playing PUBG is HD, and you can play it with high frame rate. You cannot use HDR or Ultra HD while playing PUBG. I will be doing the full gaming review of this phone in my upcoming videos, and if you want to see that, please make sure that you subscribe to this channel. So my early reviews on this device are really good. I really enjoyed using this device, and even gaming on this device is really nice. So I'll be using this device as my daily driver for upcoming days, and I'll be sharing detailed review video on this device very soon, and you don't want to miss that. Just hit subscribe button. If you like this video, do hit like button, share this video with your friends, and do subscribe to this channel. So thank you very much. See you in the next. Bye bye.